everything, as Einstein has said, as it is there in the Torah, as it is in the Vedas, we see less than 1% of the world, of the reality, let's call it like that. And even though our hearts are always looking for some sort of security, which means something, stability rather, there's no such thing as on the planet. In the world outside, there's no stability. There is a stability, in contrast to which everything else is changing, but that stability is inside us. And all the religions of the world are basically roadmaps to finding that stability and security within ourselves. People mix up the history of the religion or how it is used to manipulate the situation by concerned people, let's say. And then it comes out now that the religion is bad. Without the religion, there is no yoga. Yoga means religion is just right these days, it's not cool, and yoga is cool. But in reality, yoga is communion, connecting. That's what yoga means, from the word yoke, to connect. And yoga means to connect in with God. In the Western civilization, most of the religions are focused on creating a relationship with a God which is somewhere above in heavens or in a church, and which is also true. But Hinduism and the Eastern is focused on connecting with godliness inside, because God is something that flowers cannot decipher or understand the meaning of what and how is the gardener working, because flowers are in a very restricted thinking or level of consciousness, while the gardener is much more high. The same with God and us, so we cannot understand. But the fact that there is a gardener, 100%, we are all nurtured. So there's a huge difference. Our puny minds cannot grasp God, but we can definitely feel the divine in everything and everyone. And the source of that, in some places, it will be with a focus from outside, and in our case, it's with a focus on the inside. But the end result is the same. The human body is also energy. But all of energy is an interplay of vibrations at the end of the day, because that is what energy is. And the more or less the differences between the atoms, molecules, the interplay makes things more dense. So Earth is denser of the elements, water is less dense. The Earth can be felt by all our 5 senses. Water by 4. Water is not supposed to be having a smell. Then fire, 3. Ultimately, wind, which you cannot even see, but you can feel it. And then the ultimate is beyond senses, the 5th one, which is pure grace of God. And in the human body, you can think of the earth being as the very lowest part, and then water, then fire, then where the lungs are air, and then in the third eye, the grace of God. Or you can go with the church, with the energy system, which are 7. But these are just different concentration. They do have different colors, but that's just for a teaching tool. In reality, these are emotional points, I would say, how we have developed. So the first energy center, the lowest one, I just gave you how to divide the body into 5, but the energy system was 7. So the first energy system is red in color, the heaviest, and it's the earth element, and it answers to your first relationship with his mother. So to balance that one out, we create our relationship with mother. The second energy center is the sexual energy of relationships with the external world. The third one is relationship with the father figure, mother, father, everywhere, whichever. So these are the first three. To balance the first three, we send out love to these three. The fourth energy center is the heart, which is meant to be a generator of love for everyone. But we typically have a heart in which we have a lot of unfulfilled desires coming from the head to our heart and closing it down. That's why most people cannot raise their energy, because the heart and the lower chakras are blocked. But we unblock them by sending love to whichever relationship that is. So to mother, we send out our prayer, the first energy center is unblocked. To all people with whom we have had any communication, the second energy center. The third, with the father. And to unblock the fourth one, we send out love to the people who cause us pain, and we serve the universe. Fifth is a center of communication, the fourth one. So we promise to communicate only love in all our thoughts, actions. And that's how the fifth energy center is balanced out. The sixth, the third eye, that is the center of intuition. But the center of intuition doesn't look out, it looks inward, showing to us that we are divine beings. And the seventh is our connection to the universe, so that we are always receiving grace from the Lord. And all these centers are always activated or deactivated depending upon our level of thinking, our level of how we are operating on the planet. But the seventh energy center, it's always there, but it only gets activated when we send gratitude to the universe for our life. We don't make a judgment, oh, my life is tough, my life has pain. We came to this planet for all this, for a tough life. Even billionaires, they feel depressed. Otherwise, why would billionaires be taking up dangerous submarine trips to Titanic, which is basically a metal graveyard? To have the bragging rights, to feel that they have achieved something, that they have a tough life, they went and they conquered this way. That's funny. But if when you are spiritual and if we have a tough life, as most people in the planet do, I'm not talking about comfortable life, a tough life. The tougher the life is, the more we achieve, the more we have a bragging right to. So that's why we have pain. And when we start to see that this pain is a blessing, then only we get beyond it. Most of the world nowadays is unbalanced. It has wars, it has a lot of different things which were not happening even 20 years ago. Even 20 years ago, there were not so many nail salons. Salons where only people cut nails and make money out of it. Yesterday, I had a person who goes to an office and was complaining, I want to become a beautician. Well, yeah, you can become a beautician, but you need to be having a smiling heart so that people feel your beauty. If you're so depressed that you're not making and you want to be a beautician, it may not work out. And it's you don't even have to take a course. You can just learn on the YouTube. And the point is, people are feeling dissatisfied, unbalanced, and everyone is feeling that maybe if I had more sex, if I had more money, if I had more of comfort, if I had more, I would be happy. No. As I said, billionaires are not feeling comfortable there where they are. That's why they're going to these dangerous trips, and then the 5 of them died, unfortunately. And on the same day, 700 immigrants died trying to cross over to Greece to a better life. And only Barack Obama mentioned it, did the comparison. So 5 versus 700, but this 505 were billionaires, so a lot of focus was on it. 700 were immigrants who were crossing over illegally to Greece, and their ship sank, and there was no mention of it. We live in sort of absurd times. Even though the 700 were crossing to have a try to achieve more, and its immigration is a huge adventure, and it's not that people like to leave their circumstances or change their circumstances just so easily. These people, the 5 had everything, everything. They were billionaires. Only they could afford this, and they went and got drowned in that submarine. So very difficult, different times to balance out the unbalancedness of the external world. We first create a balance within ourselves. We achieve our smiling heart with our balance, and then share that balance with everything and everyone. So the 3 things we always try to have is a candle that is representative of God. Candle that it represents God. And we have a special guest today. So I will share the last super technique for enlightenment that we have been practicing in a couple of minutes. So first is, we need to be so balanced. We need to be having such a smiling heart that we balance out the rest of the world. And in order to do that, the world also has changed. The universe also has changed. For example, 20 years ago, it was almost impossible to remember your past life. Or one of the techniques that we are going to be practicing today, it used to be super, super secret, that was shared only once a person had been doing meditations for more than 10, 15 years. Then only that person would be taught the technique that we are going to be practicing today. And these are so the world is changing, the universe is changing, and God is taking into note, the divine presence on the planet is taking into consideration that people are having a tough time and sharing more and more. Why does the past life knowledge come so many nowadays in so many cases? We had a meditation focused on past life, and then the mother called me and said that she was fine, but her 5-year-old son who was in the room remembered his past life as a military commander. And he had been playing around while mother had been listening to the lecture. So, and then I met this boy, and yeah, he did. It wasn't so like, I remember my past life. He started playing with military things and then started saying things that were referring to his past life and to the military and I think Air Force. Yeah. So it's a very, very unique, adventurous time. And to balance ourselves out and to balance the unbalanced nature of the world outside once more, we are using the fire, which denotes the presence of God. I always have icons around me of angels and fire icon, and the third factor is your intention. So with these 3 factors, we are going to be progressing and uncovering one of the most fastest routes to being enlightened and opening your third eye. And I guarantee that if you do it for 90 days, morning and evening, your intuition will be activated at whatever level it is. That's a guarantee. So first, we will do 3 sets of Gayatri Mantra, the magical prayer of energy and enlightenment. 3 times, we will repeating 5 times. So those will be our 5 obligations. We are obligated, and that's why even millionaires and billionaires are not happy, because if and when we fulfill our 5 obligations, each day at the end of the day, we will have a sense of balance that I did something that I was meant to and was sent and came to the planet to do. So the 5 obligations are paying homage. So saying the mantra or doing anything for the ancestors, parents, mother and father, male and female energy, sun and earth, teachers are those, in our case, who taught us by giving us pain. So anyone who hurt us. The fourth obligation is to the society which surrounds. We did not create the world in which we live, but we enjoy it. And our body, it lives in a world created by others. So we pay homage or fulfill our obligation to the society, seen and unseen. And the fifth is gratitude to the God, which most people forget. We think, oh, I should be having more sex, more money, more. And money and sex have the power to make anyone think that having those things, you will be happy. No, you will have body comfort, but not the soul comfort, which is joy. That is why you will find that even people who have all the things that we are sort of envious of you, and there can be flashes of envy, I have them at times, but we send gratitude to the Creator and everything balances out for whatever is happening and whatever is not happening. So first we will do 15 mantras, and then we will start to go, once we are clear of our obligation, then we will have the clarity, lightness, and the ability to go deep into ourselves, go beyond body, beyond mind, and beyond the intellect by reading and feeling the mantra Gayatri 3 times. And the Gayatri mantra is shared by the goddess of knowledge with humanity to help. So first we invite the goddess mother as a golden light of clarity in our heart with our breathing and with just by calling Om Namo Gayatri Mata, 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 Om Namo Gayatri. Breathing in, Om Namo. Seeing the Gayatri as goddess, as Mother Mary, as Lakshmi, as Durga in your heart, whichever form of feminine energy you love. And then just offering gratitude so that the mother knowledge is in your heart. Om Namo Gayatri Mata, Om Namo Gayatri Mata, Om Namo Gayatri. And now we will start to fulfill our obligations. So the first obligation, great come, ancestors. Om Bhurvubhuv Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na. Breathing out from the heart, sending blessings to the ancestor. Prachodya. You can always, Vimojite Vijirat Ekva Okyane Divne Lubdi Vasem. Yes. You can see the ancestors in your divine, infinite ocean of golden love in your heart. Seeing them as joyous, enjoying being in the ocean of your love. The heart is infinite love. In that ocean, see your ancestors and all the others that will follow. Om Bhuvuru Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Om Bhuvuru Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Offering now to your parents, biological father and mother, and then all the male and female energy. And the third mantra will be for the Mother Earth, who teaches us to support others unconditionally, and the Father Son, who teaches us to burn for others. Om Bhuvurvita Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Om Bhuvurvita Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Om Bhuvurvita Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodaya. Let the mantra flow through you. Let the mantra flow through you so that you become an instrument. Your body, mind, and intellect become instruments Do not identify with the body. Do not identify with the mind. Do not see the greatness. See that the mantra is God. The mantra is your means. The mantra is your objective. The mantra is also how you're doing the mantra. So all the Holy Trinity, the instrument, the doer, and the doing is all one. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Offering now to the teachers, the people and the life situation that have hurt us. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. As we send love to the people who caused us any pain, taught us via pain, they are our teachers, your self-esteem is recovered. The sun in your stomach of your self-esteem is fully activated. And this internal sun in your stomach removes all your fear, anger, pain from your inner universe so that your lower energy gets to your heart right now. There is no block right now of pain, fear, anger because your self-esteem is now activated. And now from the heart, we offer love, light, and laughter with the mantra. Not only to the society, but to the society in terms of everyone who has been in your life, seen and unseen, in this life, past life, future life, in this creation, in any other creation, in this dimension, in any other dimension, in this universe, in any other universe. Offering totally to the society, sending love and blessings from your heart in all 10 directions. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Yo Na Prachodayate. Since everything and everyone is a face of God, by sending love to all components of the society, past, present, and future, everything seen and unseen which has been used, you also are offering gratitude to God. And now your third eye, which is in the center of your skull, is the pineal gland. That gland is now activated. And from the center of your skull, send gratitude to the Creator. Because when the heart is open, then only your pineal gland can open. With an open pineal gland, send out the mantra Gayatri as gratitude to the Creator, to the sun inside in your heart, and to the sun above. You are now infinity. You can do everything. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Bhurvata Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Now we are going deep into ourselves by de-identifying. We are, with every three mantra, we'll understand we are not the body, we are not the mind, we are not the intellect. Whatever will remain will be divine presence. Om Bhur, going beyond body. Om Bhurusa Tat Saturnyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayate. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Going beyond body, now going beyond mind. Om Bhurvasvaha. Mind is just photographs of thoughts that come in your head. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Now, intellect is your ego, but use this ego to become one with God. So identify only with God, the divine. Soul ka sab bhogam identify karo. Use your intellect to identify only with God. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitorenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. When you operate as a person, you are operating as a body with a face and a think and an intellect, which you call ego. Right now, you go beyond body, mind, and your ego is identified with God. So you go beyond your own ego and you see yourself in everything and everyone. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitorenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitorenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. See yourself as the power that processes everything, which is in the center of your skull. The centre cerebral, visuality sibya, like a golden light, you're seated in the center of your skull and seeing the horizon on a beach. We visuality sechas to we na khodete sechas na plage, tam gide okean, I zemlya, where water and the earth and the presence of the sun, which represents the creator, is there. And the elements are also there. Fire is the sun, wind is there, and the grace of God. So see a round sun in the center of your forehead. Seated in the center of your skull, see the round skull, see the round sun in the center of your forehead, where the third eye is. It's perfectly circular. Now divide this circle into 12 as if it is a clock. Good. Divide this central sun circle into 12. 1 to 12. And now as we say the mantra, go from 1, your consciousness, attention will focus from 1 to 12. 1, Om Bhurvasvaha. Go around. So we are taking the consciousness, our focus around the sun. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 2 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 3 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 4 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 5 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 6 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 7 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 9 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. 12 o'clock. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsatonyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Dhyo Yo Na Prachodayat. We can, to make it faster. We will go with Om Namah Shivaya in every part. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 10, Om Namah Shivaya, 11, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om, keep on going in circles. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah 12 o'clock. Now counterclockwise. 12, 11, 10. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. This window is now opening with the mantra. You have drilled out this window in the third eye. Leave your body via the third eye. Aswabadite tela, aswabadite cherap, cherestrite glass up no katoriviat keli. Now leave the body through the third eye. Flying above the universe, see the whole universe as an ocean of love. See the whole universe, and on this ocean, ask the universe to show you your past life so that you discover your infinite life. Oh. Ask yourself, what was my name in the past life? But everything you have to do with a prayer. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Ask, where did you live in your past life? Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. How did you die? Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Ask anything that you need from your past life so that your current life is balanced out. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Slowly knowing that you are the infinity in everything and everyone. Part of this infinity is going to continue to flow you through your body, using your mind and using your intellect to help others to do seva. To be služi drugim vyvadrašajte sa svojim telom I mislenje intellect to help others. Coming back through the third eye. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om. Dropping down to your heart. Activating the heart. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Activating your kidneys so that the kidneys have no more any fear from the past, knowing yourself to be infinite with infinity of life. The kidneys have no more fear of death or anything. You are infinity. You know you are infinity. Activating your liver so that there is no more any anger at anyone because you know your past and future lives. You see it is all a game. Om Namo Shivaya. A game of obligation. You see your heart as the golden lotus. You see yourself as Buddha in the center of your heart, spreading love, light, and laughter. So your heart is laughing with the lotus. Your spine is full of confidence about life. Each and every brain cell in your head is full of gratitude for everything in your life that has happened and that has not happened. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. Om Namo Shivaya. We are sending the mantra Gayatri to each member of the team group. Gale Om Bhurusa Tatsaturnam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayam. Halo Om Bhurusa Tatsaturnam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayam. Jin Om Bhurusa Tatsaturnam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayam. Galia and sister, Hal and daughter, Jean and grandchildren. Om Bhurusa Tatsaturnam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayam. cat. Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Kirill Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Sasha and children Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Marina Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Platona Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Paras and family. Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shadi and daughter. Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. And the father and his relations. Om Bhursha Tatsatunyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sarve Om Satiram Sarve Shanti Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Ma Kasyat. We have done this special exercise of going around the sun as if it's 12 times and then back and forth. Every day in the morning when the sun is rising and when the sun is going down, you do this with face towards the sun and even look at the sun for 2-3 seconds. Within 90 days of your doing this morning and evening, with at least 21 Gayatris, will open your intuition, but for 90 days. And after even 3 days, you will feel a difference. Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Saha, Om Namo Sajin, Om Namo Sakan, Om Namo Sakiril, Om Namo Marina, Om Namo Paras, Om Namo Sadi, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. And in the next few days, you will have dreams about past life and knowledge that you need, clarity that you need to operate as people with laughter in your hearts and helping the world in any way that you can. Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya, Om Namo Shivaya. Take care. Till tomorrow.